asked his, you know how he makes his noises when people are sleeping and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I asked him just to be quiet, you know, when I was trying to sleep.
And did that work?
No.
Alright. Did you do something else after?
No.
So that's your example of being gentle because you didn't do what?
Didn't yell at him because normally that works.
Okay. Alright, what's the next part of your DBT card for
Act
this week?
interested. Act interested in any conversation?
No.
Huh?
No.
Today?
No, not today.
Okay. Validate.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Validate means you read this, no?
You're the one. They're your cards. They're your responsibility.
Read again.
Oh, okay, yeah. Validate means like basically show you basically care.
What does valid mean when someone says valid after someone says something?
Like truth?
So validate would mean what? If it's like a verb, you're validating something.
Like, but I don't know. Validate, like.
So you say like valid, like something that's true after someone says something. So it means you're validating someone. You're like, that makes sense. That's true. Okay.
Oh, so, okay. Then no.
Okay. What's
And if agreeing counts, then I don't know. But like agreeing, if someone's saying something and then I agree to it, then.
Agree in what way? Like, are you communicating agree, or you're just nodding your head,
like,
or you're just in your mind you're agreeing and walking away?
No. Like,
how do you agree?
Like, say yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Have you ever said like that to anybody?
I say that's fair. I didn't know you did.
I never heard you say that to anybody.
Sometimes when I talk to them,
Okay, we'll have to ask all this to them.
like, yeah.
Use of ease.
I don't know what that means either.
Then read.
Yeah, this is your card and your stuff. How come you don't know it?
You're
and you're trying to go along with it. What do you mean? That's why we're checking in with you every day, to make sure you're actually doing the thing you keep saying you're doing.
Do one thing every day morning, also read it. Not in the evening. Evening means the day is over, then you forget in the morning. Or we read it in the morning so you know you have to do it in the day. Before going to school, you do start doing it every day.
Okay.
Now read this and tell what it is.
So just lightheaded, smile, or warm as. So yeah.
Do you have any notepad, small? I gave you this last time.
I've given you plenty of notebooks too.
Yeah, I have notebooks.
So you write on the day, this will have to practice. And keep practicing that the whole day. Make efforts. What is this?
Like, be nice, kind of. Like, be lightheaded, smile, be warm, feelings. Nice feelings.
Lightheaded, no, lighthearted.
I mean, yeah.
Lightheaded means you.
You passing out.
I mean, yeah. Lighthearted, whatever.
It's not whatever. No, listen.
Smiling.
It's not whatever, because you haven't been working on this. Like, you've been off for like 7 days with school. You don't do a single thing unless someone checks in with you to do it. Like, this is, I have my own life, I'm a person, and you have your own life, right? Like, I can't walk through every step of your life with you. Do something on your own to better yourself. Like, just try. You say write it down to her. She's not going to do that unless you're over her shoulder making sure she is.
So, have you been lighthearted, you smiling, or warm today? Huh? Have you made an attempt?
I only act like that at school.
Why is that?
Because there's people here. The
There's people here, bro.
Well, people here, but people already know how
Big.
kind of a massive person.
Oh,
So it's you working on your stuff, though, right? So that these things might feel more natural to you one day. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do you care about improving or not?
I do.
So why don't you do any of this stuff? Like you're not even so much as reading the card without someone watching that you're actually reading the card. Help me understand.
I do care about everyone.
Oh, but you understand this is the end of the rope, right? Like, the end of the road. Like, the DCFS is already involved. It's a matter of, figuring out how that's going to work with custody and everything. But if you have no desire to change your own behavior for the people who exist here as well, then what are we doing? Kanaya, what are we doing?
keep that on top and then talk to mom.
We'll put it up, he just said, and then talk to me. What are we doing, girl?
I don't know.
You're the only one who can decide what you do with your body and your mind and your mouth and your hands, right?
Yes.
So what are you doing? We have that meeting, the staffing meeting tomorrow, right? To discuss options. Which the only place that replied of the residential facilities that she mentioned is $722 a day. The insurance covers like the therapy and stuff like that, but it doesn't cover the room and board for 6 months. 6 months times 722 a day. I can't even math that right now. Like, what are we doing? You've already been in places before. Does this stuff even matter to you? And don't say what you think I want to hear.
It does matter to me.
So why don't you do a thing yourself? That's why you have to go to these places, because unless someone's going to guide you through step by step your entire day, you don't do anything. And I'm burnt out. Right?
Yes.
So, like, why aren't you doing anything at home for yourself? And why have you never? But right now, why are you not? When you know how serious this is. Huh?
I don't know.
Think about it. Like, this is the end of the road. Like, it could be in a week or two that your custody is not mine anymore. It could be, you could be back in foster care and you're not considered safe enough to be in a foster home. It would be a facility that they pay for, right?
Yes.
Is this registering as real to you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you thought everyone was playing with you until now, but nobody has ever been playing with you about stuff. Like, it's been me saying things for years, you duping services, and me being exhausted deep in my soul. Are we on the same page now?
Yes.
Because we have that meeting tomorrow. Thoughts, words.
So, the place only one of them replied.
So far, only one has replied. Of the 4 that the worker gave, 1 is only for boys. 1, as soon as I call, and I've called several times, they hang up. So I don't know if they're so busy or what. 1, I need to check into still because I couldn't remember the name, and now I have it. And the one that replied very quickly by email, text, and calling is $722 per day. And you have to go there for like 6 to 9 months. Right? And then that's on the stipulation that things change. I don't know what else there is for you to know this is serious. Right? Anaya. Any response, really, I guess.
Don't open.
Like, what's going on with in your head right now?
I don't know.
Be for real.
I don't know. It's I want to change, but I don't want to mask in front of people.
No, there's a difference between you doing unsafe behaviors and masking and you being honest, right?
Yeah, I talk about unmasking, tell people how I am.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to do that in front of any professionals going forward because you're not considered safe to have in a foster home.
I don't think till today you understand what unmasking is.
I'm wondering myself.
According to you, what is unmasking?
Telling people how you really are.
Huh?
Telling people
And behaving how we are?
Yeah.
Not behaving? That's not what unmasking is.
Well, not telling.
Not being a con artist. That's really what I'm getting at, okay? Not trying to convince people of anything, not being a con artist, not behaving like everything's fine and dandy, and then as soon as they leave, then you're a gremlin, right?
Yes.
Not lying, not going in detail lying about all the. Like, my brain can't even think of the words at this point. Like, that's how my brain has changed from stuff. The coping skills that you say you use, and you absolutely have never used the coping skill despite having baskets of sensory toys and things around. And despite me taking trainings and teaching you things, you don't use anything, right? Like, you go in detail and you assert these stories that aren't real. And they're like, oh yeah, things are fine, you guys are fine. And I'm like, no, please come back here. Like, I'm begging you. Like, this is not okay. Right? And then I try to get you services, and then they think that I'm a nagging mother. And I'm just like, no, please, like, everything is unsafe. I'm terrified of children. Like, after these kids, I don't want any more in my life, period. Like, I'm done. I'm scared to death. Like, you don't get it because your brain has blind spots, but they aren't getting it because you lied to them. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Unmasking doesn't mean breaking everything you see because you feel like it, or lying to everybody all the time. Like, it means, like, just having an awareness of how you are and not conning people of things. That's what it is, not conning people.
You're feeling that unmasking means I have to do all the things that are in my head, which is wrong.
You can make art of it and let people know for sure. But I just want you to be truthful about how you are. That's all it is. Right? If you need to spin for 3 hours, that's unmasking. Go ahead and spin. Like, if you need the sensory toys and to squeeze beads out of things because you're irritated, then use that. Right? That's what I've been telling you. But you gotta be honest to these workers that come. You still need to be decent and kind and put effort into things at home, right? Yeah. That's what I've been saying.
It's going to take effort on your part to do all these things. I think you're feeling like I can't put all this pressure on myself on trying to do all these things. That is unmasking. I need to just be myself. That is unmasking. Unmasking because effort. It's going to be pressure on you. You're going to feel like, why is everybody looking at me? Why is everybody this and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to be. But then you have to deal with it. You have to start coping with those stuff. It's not unmasking means like, okay, fine, I'll break everything, I'll steal everything, I'll do all the stuff I've been doing. I think that's what you're thinking.
I think she's been doing the stealing anyway. We just finally caught on.
Yeah.
But with my autism journey starting last summer, I've been sharing tidbits of that with them with my unmasking. So it's not like she's going in blind about what this is.
Mm.
So I don't want to give too much credit to that either. And I also think hormones have been at play where her brain changed from hormones to where now the behavior that maybe wasn't considered aggressive is more aggressive. And still having these open conversations is supposed to give you, you know, when I said the car, you don't drive it, like the mirror doesn't cover everything, so you have to look back, right? Us having these conversations is to give you insight as a feedback loop of what's happening, right? Yeah. It's telling you, hey, this is a thing you can't see, but everybody else does, and like, let's work on that. But then you're like, I can't, it's too much to work on. And we're like, okay, but something has got to change. Because at this point, your behavior has become abusive. Like with the pathological lying, like that really is abusive to people in your environment. Where you say you want people to stay around you, like your friends and stuff, and as soon as you start to unmask or they start to notice things in your patterns that don't make sense or feel unsafe, then you gotta find a new person. Like, it's gonna be that way for the rest of your life. So I'm trying to tell you what the blind spot is so you can work on it, because in a pro-social way where you care about things that impact you, that's going to be what it is forever. People are going to feel unsafe and leave, right? I'm saying you've got to notice these things for yourself and work like, oh, okay, yeah, I do notice that. What can I do? What's their reaction? Because you want a life where you have friends or you're able to have a partner or whatever you want for your life, right? No one's trying to be mean to you. We're like, hey, like, this is a lot and this is how it's affecting me and this is where you can work in this direction. But each time you're like, oh, that's too much, I can't change. And then several more excuses meant to tug at my heartstrings. Like, I am exhausted. Like, at this point, I'm so exhausted, Kanaya, that I can't even imagine what my future looks like, whether you're here or not. Like, I'm just having functioning problems throughout the day with autistic burnout. I'm so exhausted. Okay? And it has nothing to do with your masking or unmasking. It has to do with your behaviors. Because I vowed to love you before I even met you. I picked out that tiny sweater. Do you remember that little purple burgundy sweater that I showed you? I picked that out. I held it in my arms and I cried. And I thought, I'm going to love this little person. Okay? Like, that's all there was. And I'm still going to, as a parent, love you. And with boundaries, you can't hurt me anymore. And you can't hurt the family anymore by being big and scary. That and the lying is abusive. When we go places and you say like big back and mean things behind my back, literally aimed at me, to where it's only my experience and no one else's, but you're a kid, so you know I'll sound crazy if I ask for help. That's abusive. You've been abusing me for years, but especially the past like year and a half when I started noticing and calling it out. Okay? Now, in this relationship we have of mother and daughter, I want you to think about someday having a wife or a husband, okay? That's the person you're going to be living with forever, hopefully, right? You can't look at me, you can't walk around abusing people, because then they're going to have the right to leave as well, right? Yeah. So you need to work on these things. Or you have kids. Like, may Hashem guide you if you have kids, Kanaya. Because you can't abuse your kids. Okay? Like, we try to look at things like cycles ending. Which is so much why I wanted to adopt and not have biological kids. I didn't want my genes passed on. You can't abuse children either.
I'll change. And I don't want kids because they're disgusting.
Alright, so do you understand now? Like, the unmasking thing is for you and your experience. And you could be like, you don't have to be smiling. Like, we already established that you, the way your persona, the way your person actually is a lot less energy. So we've accepted that. That's you unmasked at home. But you also have to work on things and not be a gremlin, right? That's for society's safety as a whole and yours. Think about yourself. You're a kid now, but you behave like that out and about. People are not going to want to offer you support and be your friends, right? Number one thing for everybody, anybody you meet, they want to feel safe. Number one, look at me, top tier thing, okay? If you want to think about, you like history, right? What kind of tribes existed before genocide and colonization?
Like the Wampanoag. Yeah.
So they had to work together every day just to survive, right? And if somebody in the tribe is trying to harm other people in the tribe, push them in the water. I got into this deep Reddit thread, and like some Native Americans were on there, and they're like, you know, if people acted that way in our society, you can't be in the society anymore. You're a threat to people. Do you get that?
Yeah.
So in a very primitive way, in our human existence, people want people to be safe around them. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to make anybody happy. You do need to make sure people are safe. Alright? You unmasking is you not doing that creepy smile and the shiny eyes and, you know, conning people of things. You being a con artist, that's you masking, okay? Think of it that way. Or maybe for your brain it's unmasking, I don't even know anymore, but you can't be doing that. Okay, that makes everybody feel unsafe, and for you, then you have nobody in your corner, right? Because nobody knows to trust you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel lonely. Like,
But does conning people give you more people in your corner?
no, but I'm saying, like, how I need to stop doing that and get people to stay around me, but I still feel lonely.
I think that's going to be a separate issue for you. It might be something you experience throughout the majority of your life, so that is a separate issue from masking or unmasking. Whether you're masked or unmasked, Kanaya, if you're doing these behaviors, you're going to feel lonely. And even if people are around you, you're saying that part, right?
Yeah, right.
Even people around you feel lonely. Then that might just be a part of how your brain works, unfortunately. And that's something you're going to have to make sure you fill with hobbies or interests or, you know, an animal that you love. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know that makes your risk assessment higher for when you're older. So you're going to want to be aware of not getting into alcohol and drugs to fill the emptiness with that. That's going to get you sick at the end of the day, right? Yeah. But that is, if you would share that with a therapist, you know, 5, 6, you were 3, so like 8 years ago, whenever you established feeling that way, that was something your therapist would be working with you on, right? Or they would say, you know what, I don't know how to deal with this, so let me find you somebody who can. And then they would refer you to somebody else who maybe understood more. But this whole time you spent it like playing card games and laughing and creating stories about people at school and creating issues that don't exist at school. And so you never got to the point of it. You get it? So now back to your card. What are you going to do?
My card? I got it, so...
Do you want to grab it and look? It's not telling you to mask, it's trying to give you skills for your brain.
So I just... G stands for don't judge, be kind during a conversation, be respectful. I stands for listen to the other person, make eye contact, and don't interrupt. Validate stands for make sense matter, make it matter to you, thoughts or words or and behaviors. Be lighthearted, smile, or warm feeling. Yeah, so my card basically means...
Is it a little hard for you because you identify yourself being pretty flat on things?
Yeah.
And so when you are...
Like, I can do not attacking, dreadful. I can be kind during conversations.
Be what?
I can do being kind during conversation, make eye contact, not interrupt, and act interested. But
You can do eye contact, you said?
yeah.
This is the eye contact you do.
She doesn't have an issue with eye contact. Oh,
Like this.
all this I see. It looks-
like this. Yeah.
To other people, you looking the side eyes with your eyebrows clenched. I don't know the other word for it. It looks like you don't care.
Like you're annoyed.
Yeah, the agitated is what I would say.
Like, it makes me look like I don't care.
Yeah, like people talk to you about something, and then your eyebrows kind of furrow, right? You get these lines here in the front by your above your eyebrows, and then you like look side to side, and sometimes you have the hand on the hip, or you're picking your fingers, and so then people don't think you care what they're saying.
I gotta change that. But just smiling, be lighthearted, smile, or warm as feeling.
I think it's more about making you aware of things, so you learn skills to do it. So same with autistic masking. When I'm masked, I have the skills to do it. When I'm in burnout, I don't have those skills anymore. But when I'm, not burnout, you look at them as skills. So you have the skills to mask, but you also need to differentiate between masking and unmasking. Okay, so if you're not this way, okay, you're not this way. But you still have to work on the skills of things so that others in the tribe, we just talked about that, others in the tribe feel safe and sense safety, right? Okay.
So like, do it for the other people, mask for other people, kind of.
Use your skills of masking, the skills you've learned during masking, to benefit you, and in the way that they benefit you is in a pro-social way, right? In a way that, you're able to be social with other people. And so that way, imagine your corner situation, you have people in your corner, you can build that, benefits you, and you not being a gremlin keeps other people safe as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now my own experience is, when I'm able to mask, and this is where I get your brain view, because I only understood recently, the past year or so, about my autism. So I was like, why would I consider these skills when, am I not supposed to learn how to unmask? The unmasking is for you and your energy, okay? The rest of the world functions in certain ways. Maybe your best friend might see you unmasked, or your family knows what that's like, but you still use the skills you've learned during your masking era to benefit your life. Okay?
Okay.
And you want people in your corner. You want people to care about you. That does not mean creating stories and lies, though. Because then they're like, okay, this is a pattern she has. I can't trust her for anything. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I would say largely for you, maybe it's body language. But that's also not around your therapist. It's. Do you understand what I'm saying? In certain areas.
It's like when public, around
When you need to, yeah.
Yeah.
Use it as a skill. And so you know how. And I know your skill. You lie like I could never lie the way you lie. Use that. You have used that as a skill to get you what you want. I'm saying that use this as a skill in the same manner that benefits you, but don't ever make it a lying thing, right? You know I've seen you drop the act before. You know how to drop it too, right? That's what it's saying.
Okay.
So in front of therapists, mental health people, facility, whatever it is, the places you need to get mental health help, then no, don't mask. What's the point? It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of their time. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody kind of masks in public to their own degree, whatever's going on with their brain, and then you take steps that are safe and with boundaries to get to know people, and then maybe, your closer friends, you're like, hey, I don't have the energy. I'm not going to walk around on a sad day crying to everybody, but I might call somebody that I'm long-term, what?
I'm asking to feed.
Hold on, I'm talking to you. I might call somebody that I've known for a long time who knows me really well and be crying, because that's who it's appropriate to share it with. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Alright, so your card, you just went over, you can be kind. What are things you've done for examples today? I know you had some time in there with your brother to talk for a bit too, so you can use that.
Yeah. Well, I can also, I'm interested, but was talking about his hairline earlier today.
I checked in on your video. You were laughing quite a bit, so you seemed interested to me.
Oh, that's when we were talking about school, because his school children, they're funny, but for a little bit he was talking about his hairline.
Capino. Hi, sweetie.
And I had interested about his hairline because I don't really care about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, when we were sleeping, I don't know if you've seen him, you know how he plays with his hand during sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't yell at him this time, but it didn't work.